She's the girl from a council estate who climbed to the very top.
She's very good, this girl.
She's a real go-getter. What she wants, she'll pretty much go out and get.
A girl who's tasted success.
She was the queen again.
And sadness.
I am so sorry to tell the other four girls.
And then success.
Overwhelmingly, they wanted her on the show.
And then sadness again.
She got dumped by Simon Cowell.
And then, well, you get the idea. Yes, this is the story of Cheryl Cole.
She has that kind of real exquisite beauty that you want to stare at.
It's been a roller coaster ride.
Who in the right mind would go out and start sending pictures of your private parts
that only the toughest could have survived. A captivating story of dreams.
The word pop star applies to this girl 150%.
And nightmares.
I thought it'd be really funny that, maybe she and I should have our own show. She could talk and I couldn't understand her, and I could talk and she couldn't understand me.
Join us as we tell the true life tale of a gritty northern lass who always fights back and usually wins.
I'm in my 20s, I'm gorgeous, I'm a millionaire, I'm a massive pop star. Really, is it that bad? No.
She was the pop princess of Girls Aloud.
The minute I saw Cheryl, it was like, wow.
Who forged a successful solo career.
I've heard her sing live. I've seen her dance. She kind of has the whole package.
She's gorgeous. She's talented.
She's been the star of X Factor.
She became the nation's sweetheart.
She's an absolute one-off.
And she's married and divorced footballer Ashley Cole.
It wasn't me who broke the marriage up, it's Ashley that broke the marriage up.
2010 might have ended badly, with malaria and losing out to Danny Minogue on X Factor. But this year promised great things for our Cheryl. She was still one of the most glamorous and famous women in Britain. In fact, she was so glamorous and famous that she'd packed her bags for Hollywood, where she planned to become even more glamorous and famous.
We're huge fans of Cheryl Cole, and we're excited because we know that America's going to fall in love with her just like we have.
She's already dominated the UK. She was ready to break out in America.
It's not an easy market to break. I think she has a chance to do it.
We begin our tale in the spring of 2011. The civilised world was agog with big, important questions. Like, was Pippa Middleton wearing anything under her dress at the royal wedding? And more importantly, would our Cheryl win a role on the US version of X Factor?
This is the million-dollar question, Simon.
Making the supercharged talent show a smash hit on Britain's screens wasn't enough for Simon Cowell. He was taking the show to America to make it a smash hit there as well. And he wanted Cheryl to join the US judges. Music mogul L.A. Reid, singer Paula Abdul. Oh, and him, of course.
Simon's a very influential man. He was going over there. It's a massive show. He wanted to bring his team there, and he has done that. It felt like it was pretty natural that she would be following him.
It was an opportunity to turn herself into the most successful girl pop star in the world. Well, the most successful girl pop star from Newcastle, called Cheryl.
Who wouldn't want to go to a massive show that's just starting in America, living in Hollywood?
This would have been the perfect way to introduce her to American audiences.
I'm hoping to get it, so I think we all are. I hope she does well, yeah.
I think she'll get it, so I don't think she'll be very upset at all. I think I've got a good feeling about it.
But there was a snag. American TV bosses weren't sure about this Geordie slip of a lass.
You know, no one's been contracted yet, apart from me.
And then, relief and celebration all round. No, nothing to do with Pippa's pants. On May the 5th, it was confirmed Cheryl was on the show.
They know who he is. They know who she is. For American audiences, though, Cheryl Cole is something of an unknown. But she's undaunted that she's judging what could become the country's biggest show. So a new name, a new face, and even a new accent for the Americans to get used to.
I kind of got a feel for what I felt people wanted. overwhelmingly they wanted her on the show.
The decision that she would get the role to be a judge on the American X Factor was the biggest thing that could have ever happened to her.
And she was going to use this, she was going to use the American X Factor to kickstart her career as a solo artist in America.
If you have the backing of an American market, you've got the whole world.
Now all she had to do was to be good on it.
I feel a real mixture of emotions. Very excited, nervous.
On May the 8th, rehearsals began.
Cheryl was photographed at the first day of the auditions, and everybody seemed happy and on board.
I was one of the few people that actually saw Cheryl Cole judging the X Factor. I went to one of the large auditions in downtown LA, and she was actually really good.
But then, just 18 days later, it was suddenly all over. Cheryl's topsy-turvy career had taken another downward turn. Studio bosses dumped her, and it was international news.
A big shakeup has occurred on Simon Cowell's upcoming show, The X Factor. UK sweetheart Cheryl Cole, who's a popular judge on the British version, has reportedly been let go from her judging duties.
It's humiliating. I think she was humiliated, publicly embarrassed.
She said she cried and cried. I think it really, really upset her.
Good night.
What was behind this shattering fall from grace? Surely someone must know.
I don't have a clue what's going on.
It's that little something you can't quite put your finger on.
No, I mean, I know nothing about that situation. You only see, what you read in the papers.
Maybe it was the clothes.
We waited with anticipation to see how great Cheryl was going to look.
Her dress sense on the show was remarkably awful. I don't know what happened between leaving Heathrow and landing at LAX.
That orange and purple thing was awful. You couldn't see her shoes. Oh, all of it was horrendous.
Was it the hair?
Too much hairspray. She looked like a Charlie's Angel reject.
Was it the fact no one could understand a word she said? When the book comes in.
It's a Geordie accent, and I know it kind of comes from like a rougher part of town.
A lot of people were saying that no one could understand what she was saying. That's actually nonsense. Everyone could understand what she was saying.
I mean, she's still speaking English. It wasn't that thick,
Or was it just because nobody knew who the hell she was?
She was confused with Sheryl Crow by a lot of people.
It makes you
Perhaps they weren't ready to adapt such a new face, such as Sheryl Crow, who not Cheryl Cole. Sorry, see, I'm American. There you go.
Or was it Pussycat Nicole?
Literally, like less than a week later, Nicole Scherzinger had taken her spot.
It is singer Nicole Scherzinger, girlfriend of Lewis Hamilton, and already very well known in America, unlike Cole, who was tipped to take over.
It was weird that they had two hosts. They had Nicole Scherzinger and Steve Jones. It was almost like Nicole was just there in the wings, ready and waiting.
Or even worse, had her fairy godfather deserted her?
Simon loves Cheryl. He is kind of a dad figure to her.
She was great friends of his. She trusted him.
But then on the flip side, he's a businessman.
It wouldn't be the first time that someone's been hired and fired to gain a little bit of publicity and momentum.
Had the man who had pushed her to the top of the Snakes and Ladders board shoved her all the way back to the bottom.
I don't want to be pretending that we're all nice people, because we're not, We work in the music business.
Coming up, Cheryl's life BC, before Cowell that is, as we chart all the ups and downs of her rise to fame from the most humble of beginnings.
She lived in squalid conditions.
And learn how her talent shone through even at an early age.
She was on stage, and I just remember asking who was that.